Hi everyone, Peter here from Flow High Performance, and in this video we will be covering what factors contribute to the expression of strength and how this can be used to achieve long-term progress. First and foremost, we need to define what exactly we mean when referring to strength. Strength essentially refers to how much weight can be lifted for a specific exercise for a 1 rep max. It should be understood that the lift used is how a trainee expresses force production, and strength is therefore specific to each exercise. Therefore, it should be understood that being strong at one exercise doesn't necessarily mean that a trainee will be equally strong at a different exercise. Now that we understand what strength is, we now need to establish what factors contribute to the expression of strength. There are two primary adaptations that contribute to the ability to lift heavy loads. The first factor is neural efficiency. Neural efficiency refers to how well our nervous system can recruit all muscle fibers when lifting heavy loads and coordinating all muscles to fire at the right time. Neural efficiency allows trainees to get the most out of each muscle involved in a lift. Neural efficiency is best trained practicing the specific strength exercise using heavy loads. This allows the nervous system to become efficient in the exact movement pattern the trainee is trying to improve. This is the reason why strength expression is specific to the exercise, because we become efficient at the movements we practice most. However, a trainee can only become so efficient at an exercise. Once they are very good at the particular lift, they will plateau if they don't do any other training. This is why we can't just perform 1 RMs and linearly improve. Generally, neural adaptations occur very fast. This is why trainees can significantly improve their strength within a few weeks, but may plateau shortly after. So how do we continue to improve once we become efficient? This is where the second contributing factor to strength comes in, which is muscle size. By increasing the size of the muscles that are involved in the exercise, we increase the total amount of tissue that can contribute to producing force. So if a muscle grows in size, there is more muscle to train to become neurally efficient. To achieve muscle hypertrophy, we want to use higher rep ranges with lighter loads. Higher volumes also generally allow greater hypertrophy adaptations. Muscle growth takes a much longer time than neural adaptations, which means that longer times may need to be dedicated to growing muscle. So how does this information help us achieve long-term strength gains? Well, essentially, trainees can periodize their training in a way that increases muscle size and then trains neural efficiency. We want to increase muscle size before training neural efficiency because this allows trainees to build the raw materials that can then be trained to efficiently produce high forces. For example, a strength training program structure may look something like this. As we can see here, we have 6 mesocycles of training that will aim to peak the trainees for maximum strength. The first 3 mesocycles use higher volumes of 8 to 10 sets per week for the given lift. These volumes should allow significant muscle growth in the prime movers for that particular lift. The rep ranges for these 3 mesocycles are around the 6 to 12 range, which is best for hypertrophy adaptations. The rep ranges slowly decrease in each block, although the volume remains high. This allows hypertrophy adaptations to still be achieved, although the loads used will be slightly heavier as the reps become lower. We have also included an additional 6 sets of accessory work targeting the muscles involved in the lift. This allows more hypertrophy adaptations without placing excessive stress on the same joints involved in the lift. In the 4th mesocycle, the volume has reduced to 5 to 8 sets and the rep range has reduced to 3 to 5. Since loads used will be much heavier in this mesocycle, the volume needs to reduce to avoid injury. The same volume of accessory training has remained in this mesocycle to provide more volume for the primary muscles. This mesocycle will still have enough volume to maintain muscle size and potentially continue to grow muscle, although at a slower rate than the previous 3 mesocycles. In the 5th mesocycle, the volume has reduced to 4 to 7 weekly sets, and the rep range has reduced to 2 to 4. Once again, the volume has been reduced since the loads used will be heavier in this rep range. This training with the additional accessory volume should just be enough to maintain muscle mass while simultaneously improving neural efficiency. And in the last mesocycle, the volume has reduced to 3 to 6 weekly sets and the rep range has reduced to 1 to 3. This will allow the heaviest loads to be lifted, allowing neural efficiency to be maximized. The accessory volume has also reduced in volume to minimize systemic fatigue, so the trainee can be in a low fatigue state to lift maximally. This mesocycle may cause some slight loss in muscle mass due to the lower volume, although this comes with the trade-off that neural efficiency is being maximized. This will allow the trainee to be in peak condition, but only for a temporary period of time. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you got something out of this video. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already.